Alright, the latest trailer for Solo: A Star Wars Story dropped yesterday, and I'm going to review it and put it on the channel today, and I'm curious how this is going to turn out. I know a lot of people initially were expecting, including myself, that Solo: A Star Wars Story was going to be kind of maybe a bad movie because there was a director change in the middle and things like that. But after I saw that first trailer teaser that was dropped around the Super Bowl, I was starting to come around because it looked really good. And Ron Howard, when I thought about it, Ron Howard's a very experienced and seasoned director, a good director too. So maybe he'll have saved this movie. Let's find out.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together a crew.
I'm a driver, and I'm a flyer. I waited a long time for a shot like this. What do you think? Well, what do you know?
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true. Everything you've heard about me is true.
L3!
Let go of the mean man's face.
Who are these guys? If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Since when do you know how to fly?
190 years old? You look great.
Push it! So glad we took this job!
Well, I gotta be honest with you. That looked really good. I am starting to turn around, but, I have a lot to say about this trailer, but let's just get started. First of all, I thought it was really good. It didn't exactly blow me away like the first one did, but that's more of a personal thing. Like, I'm not saying that this was a worse trailer than the first one, but the first trailer was the first time we really got to see anything of this movie, like, in action. And so I guess seeing it for the first time and the fact that that first teaser trailer was really good to me, that, made a good impression on me. And this one, this isn't the first time I've seen it, and I'm not like, there's not a big surprise anymore because I was surprised the first time, pleasantly surprised. So this one, it didn't hit me as well as the first one did because this is the second time seeing stuff from this movie, and I kind of already feel like I know what to expect, but still good. Now, I thought that line that Woody Harrelson's character said in here to Han Solo, like, if you expect everyone to betray you, like from the beginning, then you'll be good. Because, you'll never be let down by anybody if you don't expect anything from them, I think basically is what he was saying. I think that could be a telling line. I think that's forecasting the fact that Han Solo in this movie is going to be betrayed by someone or multiple people whom he thinks are on his side, part of his team to go on this mission. And I think I don't know, it could be multiple people. I mean, Lando, as we saw in the early original movies when Billy D. Williams played him, he always has his own agenda. And so maybe, in this movie, he'll be the same thing. He's going to betray somebody again, just like he did when they were in Cloud City, like in The Empire Strikes Back, right? My memory could be vague, but I think that's kind of what happened. But I think I read potential spoilers here. I don't know if it's true, a rumor that the main villain in this movie is supposed to be a woman. And what if it's Emilia Clarke's character? It seems like they're building her to be like his love interest or just a buddy to help him along with his mission. What if later on in like the third act, she goes, aha, she's been fooling him all along and has her own agenda and stabs in the back and becomes the main bad guy? What about that? I don't know. Maybe I should put spoilers in this video. I don't know if it's a spoiler because it's a rumor, but I know that could be it. But anyways, I think that means something. The fact that line was in this movie. Now, going to Han Solo himself, the star of this movie and this trailer, it was nice to see more of him in here than the first one. The first one, they didn't really show Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo that much in that last one. This one, we get to see a lot more of him. You know, a lot of close-up medium shots. He says a lot more. And I think he looks and sounds good, but he doesn't look or sound anything like Harrison Ford, which I think could be one of the big things, barriers to this movie that might take people out of it. But again, once you get past that, it probably won't be that big of a deal, because it didn't really bother me in this trailer. I noticed the fact that he's definitely not Han Solo, but it didn't really bother me, and I'm sure I'll still be able to enjoy the movie. But I don't know if other people will feel the same way, you know, or other people are going to be able to forget about that. We'll see. I do think even though he doesn't look or feel anything like Harrison Ford or Han Solo, there is something there, because it was nice to see the two of them, him sharing scenes with Chewie, Chewbacca. It was nice to see that again, and I had a very nostalgic kind of moment when I saw the two of them together in this trailer. So maybe, you know, there's a little bit of a spark there. Not saying that Alden Ehrenreich's doing a bad job or anything, you know, but he doesn't look like Harrison Ford. He can't shape change himself into Harrison Ford. That's not his fault. So, you know, even though he's not, you know, the Han Solo everybody knew, he might be all right. I mean, I'm going to be nice and give him the benefit of the doubt. And, you know, he can only do so much. Now, as for the rest of it, Donald Glover might be like kind of a breakout star in this movie. I mean, Donald Glover already has a big fan base. A lot of people like him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the draws of this movie in terms of like, if there are people who don't like this movie, they might say, well, you know what, but I really like Donald Glover. You know, he might kind of take the movie away in that respect in a good way. You know, maybe he'll be the saving grace in this movie for some people. No, I'm not saying this movie is going to be good or bad. I said that I'm open to it being good, but, you know, trailers can be good for bad movies and vice versa. I'm open to the fact that this could be a good movie now, because these trailers, in my opinion, have been good. We don't know that yet. But if this movie's bad, the one good thing about it could be Donald Glover. But we'll see. I mean, Ron Howard is a very good director, a very seasoned, experienced director, as I was saying. So, you know, he does, I think, have the talent to save this movie if it was in need of saving. If, you know, that's what Kathleen Kennedy needed him to do for her. I know Solo, a Star Wars story, has a lot of people, I think, kind of wanting it to fail because they didn't like what Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson did with The Last Jedi. And they're rooting for, you know, this franchise to take a hit in order to, like, slap her in the face. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if that happens. I don't think it's going to happen with Solo, a Star Wars story, because this could be a good movie. I know there was news articles saying that it's supposed to have a $150 million opening weekend, the projections. We'll see. I mean, those don't always hold. I know Justice League initially was supposed to have a $150 million opening weekend, but that movie wound up getting like $94 million opening weekend. But I don't know. Maybe if the reviews for Han Solo are good, this movie, then I think it'll do really well financially. It could be the first Star Wars movie that doesn't make $1 billion, though, which would be kind of bad, but we'll see. I mean, just because if it's a good movie, you know, it not making $1 billion could be enough. After all the other ones made $1 billion, I mean, enough to save it. I will go on record as saying I did not like The Last Jedi, but I didn't like what they did with Luke Skywalker. But, you know, I will support Solo, a Star Wars story, if I think it's an actual good movie. We'll find out very soon. Opens May 25th. Are you going to watch it? And what are you expecting of it? Do you agree with me? Do you think these trailers look good, and does that make you kind of a bit more receptive to this movie? Or did you not like these trailers and you're still kind of not feeling good about Solo? Let me know. And if you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate your viewership, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.